Peace and love, brothers and sisters. This is Brother Umar coming to you live. I have breaking news for you. As you know, in the wake of the horrendous murders of those police officers in Baton Rouge, the government is now trying to project the concept that the Washitaw Nation somehow had a part in this guy, this Negro Marine, who went out and murdered these innocent officers. One actually being a Moore himself, Brother Jackson. But here to let you know, thanks to some very attentive Moors, I want to thank all the brothers and sisters around the nation who have contacted me with all kind of support and information to help us decode this lie and prevent the government from setting up the Moors as some kind of a hate group. We are the original people, and just for the record, all people of color, black folk, Negroes, Niglets, African Americans, Chicanos, Latinos, non-white Hispanics, Asiatics, all these people are Moors. So when they're trying to set the Moors up, they're trying to set up all the people of color in America. It's not going to happen. See, the Washitaw Nation was not involved in that madness. As you can see, this is the Washitaw flag, and here is the evidence. Here's the documentation from the Negro. What's his name? Gavin Long. Try to call himself Cosmo Asar. Please, he has just graced two very sacred names, Cosmo and Asar. So this fool here, set up by the government. Here's the documentation. See that little flag there? Has nothing to do with the Washitaw flag. This operation here is part of the counterintelligence program of the white nationalists inside the FBI, the Federal Bureau of Investigation. Is infested with white nationalists. Anti-black, anti-indigenous, anti-Semitic. Semitic means you're half white. Anti-Jewish, anti-Catholic. They anti-everything. They actually hate white people who like black people. These ignorant white people here, white supremacists, excuse me, there's no such thing as white people. There's no such thing as black people. That's the concept and invention of the white supremacists. You're either good or evil. God made men and women, and men and women choose to be good and evil. So that's all you got. City United Washitaw, that is the FBI counterintelligence program. These devils here, right here. I don't know what this is, this flag they got on here. Got nothing to do with the Washitaw. See, here go the Washitaw. Here go these devils flags. See this crap here? Unity, Washitaw. Why they even disgrace our name, Washitaw? They dug them out. See, they disgrace. They get the UN number. They don't know what that number represents. Them devils just trying to make some crap up. I don't know what this is here. I don't know what this is here. And it has nothing to do with Her Royal Highness. It has nothing to do with her greatness. It has nothing to do with we, the Washitaw. It has everything to do with white supremacists trying to discredit the Washitaw. Here's a fact right here. See this? The Washitaw land was left out of Louisiana Purchase, okay? It was not part of it. A lot of land in Louisiana that was left out of Louisiana Purchase. And the Empress of the Washitaw was able to go back and cover her land, okay? See this? Louisiana State Land Office to the Empress of the Washitaw, okay? What is it? 68,000 acres. Now this guy here, Bobby, he's been bombarded with a bunch of buttholes calling him, so I feel sorry for him, but he knows that an adjudicated title is a title of land in this crazy state of Louisiana. And the United Nations knows too. See this? United Nations recognize the Imperial Washitaw Nation. See that? It's in Geneva. High Commission for Human Rights, Center for Human Rights, Geneva, Switzerland. See this here? June 1997. Who they writing to? Miss Tierra Washitaw Turner Ghost in Bay, right? And who did this? See this? Secretary for the World Working Group on Indigenous Populations. Writing to who? Her Highness Betty Tierra Washitaw Turner Ghost in Bay of the Washitaw Nation via Columbia. Do you see Louisiana anywhere? Heck no, because the Washitaw is not Louisiana. Louisiana is in the Washitaw. My good brother Edwards, Governor Edwards knows. Governor Edwin Edwards knows. Governor Huey Long knows. And Governor George Bell knows. And he's just, I hope the governor, new governor, can be a boy being used as a pawn, because I really like that dude. He's pretty cool, you know. So anyway, I digress. Here's back to the facts. These devils here have been operating and defrauding Moors for over 10 years I know about. selling them fake paperwork. The United Washitaw, I can't stay part of the war. This organization is a front for the FBI's counterintelligence program, something called COINTELPRO. You all heard of this before. These are white nationalists, the same white nationalists who back in the 1990s began the Patriot movement, the David Koresh bombing in Waco, trace it back to the Montana Freedmen and all these different standoffs, Ruby Ridge, all these white nationalists who hated Bill Clinton. And when Bill Clinton became president, they decided they wanted to leave the United States and form their own separate country. They are the separatists. To call the Washitaw black separatists is white supremacy, the same white supremacy that the Southern Poverty Law Center has been putting out for more than 10 years and trying to defame her. Those white supremacists who've taken over the Southern Poverty Law Center have been selling the same lies about the Washitaw, trying to defame us, okay? So here you have these group here. The state of North Carolina has known about these people for years. They've been selling people fake documents, fake license plates for years, and yet the government lets them go on the same way they let Whitey Bulger go on, and the FBI is covering these people's tracks as they defraud all of those innocent Moors from the Moor Science Temple who attempted to become part of the Washitaw Nation. They got trapped in the snare of these fools right here. I heard they operate out of the Carolinas and out of the Georgia area, selling people fake paperwork. They got all kind of stuff on YouTube, calling themselves United Washitaw. They are the ununited dismantling of the Washitaw Nation. This is white nationalists, the same white nationalists who bombed the building in Oklahoma, the same white nationalists who bombed abortion clinics, who bombed the Olympics in Atlanta in 1996. These are the same white nationalists who went up in the forest in Oregon and tried to confront the federal agents and take over some forestry land up in Oregon this past year, got arrested. The same white nationalists who were pointing guns at the federal agents in Nevada when they had trespassed on federal land, trying to get some welfare grazing rights, don't want to pay for them, and want to accuse people of color of being on welfare. Okay, these people point guns at the federal agents, and the federal agents just walk away from the white supremacists. A little kid in the park has a toy gun, and instead of getting on the intercom and telling them to put the gun down or blowing their little sirens, these white supremacists who infiltrated the police department up in Ohio just shot the little kid down in cold blood, and they are getting away with so-called justifiable murder. That is white supremacy, that's white male privilege to murder people of color. It goes back to the doctrine of race dividing. Back when Johann Friedrich Blumenbach first proposed the idea of defining and classifying people by the color of their skin other than by their nationality. So the Washitaw had our nationality just besmirched, defamed, but these people here, go check them out. They've been selling fake stuff to Washitaw for years, and the government lets them go on for years and hasn't stopped them yet. And now the government is acting like the people who sold this stuff to this kid here are part of the Washitaw. These devils have nothing to do with the Washitaw. The Washitaw is a well-respected nation of indigenous people. We've done stuff all over the world. See this? The Washitaw has been attacked for years. See this? You have an article where the Empress is being attacked by the Cherokee. Overcame bigotry to speak about the return of the land to the Washitaw people, right? Washitaw Convention, here you go here. You got the Baton Rouge newspaper from 1992. The Advocate, talking about the Empress of the Washitaw. Here you go again, you got the Times-Picayune, talking about the Empress of the Washitaw. See the Empress of the Washitaw? What did it say? During her tenure from 1980 to 1984, she was the mayor. She dined with President Reagan in Washington, an executive in the National Conference of Black Mayors, okay? It says she was also indicted by a Washitaw Parish grand jury on charges of improper use of federal sewage system grants, but the case was dropped because them dumb devils tried to accuse her of improper use of money that she never even received. See, the Washitaw's for real. See this? Here's a letter I got from the United Nations. See that? Addressed to who? Me? Okay. Let me back on there. See the Washitaw for real, y'all. Governor, you need to come see me, homie. See this? Honorable Rod Nubis, Umarali Shabazz Bay, Imperial Washitaw to Dugmaya. United Washitaw is a fraud. That's a FBI plant. Them Negroes work for the FBI, y'all. If you gave them money and you got screwed, I need to see you in Miami to set the record straight. Peace and love, Brother Umar.